Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about an AC circuit that contains a capacitor only. Means we are talking about a purely capacitive circuit in which there is no resistance but only capacitor is present. So we have a capacitor connected to an AC source, no other circuit element is present in the circuit. There is just a capacitor connected to an AC source. Let this AC source has an alternating EMF. Epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t. This is the alternating EMF of the source. This will be equation number 1. Now let's move further. So we know that whenever we have a capacitor connected to a source of alternating EMF, then because of the alternating voltage of that source, this capacitor will get charged in one direction in the first half cycle, and then it will get discharged in the second half of the cycle, and again the process go on in a similar manner. So therefore, because of this charging and discharging, there is a continuous but alternating current in the circuit. That means this capacitor provides an easy path for the AC. So what we have a capacitor and it is connected to an alternating voltage source, and because of that it gets charged during the first half of the cycle and discharged during the second half of the cycle, and due to this whole process we have an alternating current present in the circuit. Okay, so due to this continuous charging and discharging, at any instant, if we talk about at any particular instant, potential drop across the capacitor is equal to the applied EMF. That means the potential drop across capacitor, if it is capital V, then it will be equal to epsilon, that means epsilon naught sine omega t. Okay, but we know that for a capacitor this potential drop across the plates of the capacitor is V is equal to Q upon C, or Q is equal to CV, and this V is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t. So we can write Q is equal to C epsilon naught sine omega t. Now we wanted to find the current in the circuit and we already know the charge. So the rate of change of charge is equal to current. That means the current at any instant, current at any instant can be determined by dq over dt. So now we are going to solve dq over dt to find the value of current I. So I is equal to d over dt, means differential of q, that means C epsilon naught sine omega t. Now we have to take C and epsilon naught constant outside the differential. The differential will take place for sine omega t only, and it will be in the respect of t. So I is equal to C epsilon naught, and differential of sine omega t will be omega cos omega t, because sine ka differential is cos and we are doing it with respect to t, but here is omega t, so we have to multiply it by the constant omega. So our answer is I is equal to omega C epsilon naught cos omega t, and we are going to write it as the peak value of current I naught cos omega t. Also we can write cos omega t as sine omega t plus pi by 2. This is equation number 2. So now in equation number 2 we have two things. First, I naught. So here I naught is equal to omega C epsilon naught, that implies epsilon naught upon 1 upon omega C. This is the peak value of current, or we also call it as current amplitude. And the another thing is the phase, that is omega t plus pi by 2. So from equation number 1 and 2 we have 1 epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t, and we have 2 I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. So on comparing these two equations we can conclude that in this circuit current is leading the EMF. In a capacitive AC circuit, current leads the EMF, it will leads the voltage by pi by 2 radians or 90 degrees. So we can also say that the voltage lags behind the current in phase by pi by 2, or we can say that the current is leading the voltage by phase pi by 2 radians. So this is how the phase relationship work between EMF and current in case of purely capacitive circuit. Okay, so what we have is current is leading the voltage by pi by 2 radians. One more point we have to note here is the quantity 1 upon omega c here is called capacitive reactance and is denoted by Xc, and it work in a similar manner that resistance work in a purely resistive circuit, as we write epsilon naught upon 1 upon omega c as current. That means it works in a similar manner as resistance was working in a purely resistive circuit. So here the capacitive reactance is actually the opposition offered by the capacitor in path of current or alternating current. Okay, so the opposition that is offered by the capacitor only is called capacitive reactance, and it work in a similar manner as a resistance work in a purely resistive circuit. Now after this phase relationship we have to plot this relationship in a graphical form. So let's move to the graph. So here to represent it graphically I am taking omega t on x-axis and EMF and current on y-axis. We will plot two curves, one for EMF and one for current on this graph. So now we have to represent that current is leading by pi by 2. This we have to show because equations are epsilon is equal to epsilon naught omega t and I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. So current में pi by 2 का addition है phase में, this we have to show. So first we are going to plot curve for EMF. Suppose this is the peak value of EMF, that is epsilon naught, then this curve will be like this. Okay, and this is the peak value, and this graph show epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sin omega t. This is for EMF, and the values here are 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Now we have to plot the curve for current, in which it is showing that current is leading EMF by 90. First the peak value of current will be some smaller than EMF. Current का जो peak value होगा it will be less than EMF by the relation I naught is equal to epsilon naught upon R, as we know that, or here I naught is equal to epsilon naught upon 1 upon omega c. We are dividing epsilon naught, so it will be less than epsilon naught. Second thing, now जो हमें answers मिलने वाले हैं, it will be like this, that current is leading the EMF in phase by pi by 2. So ग्राफ हम कैसे बनाएंगे, जो वैल्यू हमें EMF की मिली है pi by 2 पर, that current have already attained on 0, मीन्स करंट आगे चल रहा है, तो उसका मतलब है EMF का जो पॉइंट, जो वैल्यू आपको पाई पे मिला है करंट का, वो वैल्यू ऑलरेडी हमें पाई बाय 2 पे 90 डिग्रीज पहले ही मिल चुका है. दैट मीन्स करंट इज लीडिंग. सो ग्राफ विल बी लाइक दिस कि यहाँ हमें मैक्सिमा पाई बाय 2 पे मिला था, तो करंट का मैक्सिमा हमें 0 पे मिलेगा, राइट. दिस विल बी द कंडीशन ऑफ ग्राफ. Graph will be like this. This is I naught. So I naught is the peak value of current, and the graph show instantaneous value for I is equal to I naught sine omega t. Here the values of current, if you see the values of current, then these are leading the values of EMF by pi by 2. The value that we are attaining at pi for EMF, that we have already attained for current at pi by 2. Similarly, the value that we are attaining at 3 pi by 2 for EMF, that we have already attained for current at pi. So this is the difference of pi by 2, that current is leading in phase by pi by 2. Now after graphical representation, next thing that we have to show is phasor diagram. Phasor diagram, और इसको हम बोलते हैं Argand diagram, but generally these are known as phasor diagram only. So now we have to show EMF and current in terms of rotating vectors. First we are talking about EMF. So suppose this is the rotating vector for EMF. It has its peak value epsilon naught here. Okay, its projection is epsilon, and the angle it makes with the axis is omega t, because epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t. Now next we have to make the rotating vector for current. So here we have to keep in mind two things. First, the amplitude for this vector must be smaller than the amplitude of the rotating vector of EMF. Second thing, the angle for it is omega t plus pi by 2. That means current का जो vector बनेगा, it will have angle omega t, then again plus pi by 2, means इससे pi by 2 हमें और आगे जाना है. So it will be somewhere here, and its magnitude will be less than epsilon naught. So I am making it smaller than this vector. So this is for I naught, the projection I, and this angle denoted by pink color is pi by 2. So the whole angle will be omega t plus pi by 2. So this is the phasor diagram, and it shows that current is leading EMF by pi by 2. Abhi EMF is at omega t while current is at omega t plus pi by 2. So it is moving ahead EMF by angle pi by 2 radians. Okay, so this is the phasor diagram for a purely capacitive circuit, or a circuit containing AC circuit containing capacitor only. That was all about the video. For further videos, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.